Alright, hey guys, welcome to the late night edition of the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past open mode tournament. Randomizer tournament, obviously. And we're gonna get right into it here. So Z4T0X versus Kyle. Should be a pretty good match here. Already finding a nice 300 rupees inside Link's house. He's gonna like that because he's not gonna have to worry about having any sort of money before getting towards Kakariko Town here, so he'll be able to grab all of his bombs and his bottle merchant item right away. Looks like Z4T0X is foregoing Link's house for the moment and quickly taking the route up to the lumberjack tree, so we'll get an early check to see if Ganon 1 will be required. But he might be kicking himself by the time he gets back to Link's house and finds that money just sitting there waiting for him, because he might go out of his way to farm some stuff. I already found the bush crab prize being a full magic container, and the power glove here in Uncle's little cave. Just bombs on the lumberjack ledge. Alright, so for those new to this, all of the items, the heart pieces, the crystals, the pendants, like items, the everything is all been randomized in the world here, and they're just gonna be trying to find everything they need to, you know, find all the crystals and defeat Ganon. Meanwhile, Z4T0X finds a different power glove, so the mitts are gonna be very, very early this seed. Kyle should be getting them here just a second. Z4T0X dropping down to find the moon pearl. Oh my gosh, all this neat stuff right off the bat. And yeah, it's brought up in chat here, this tournament is allowing the use of alternate sprites, and it looks like they're both chosen the Dark Link and the Dark Girl sprite, so I think these are a little too hard to see, but it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Oh yeah, there's our map check. So it looks like Ford Eastern, there's a pennant over at that one place, Desert Palace, and then there's another crystal over at Hera. I want to say, was that the green pennant over at Desert? That's alright, let's see what we got in Blind's Hut. Bottle, good. They'll be able to check the bottle vendor before even leaving town now. Yes, they will be finding the same items in the same place. The reason that the Power Glove was in a different place is that items are progressive in this game mode. So you will always find the fighter sword first, you will always find the master sword after that, no matter what location you actually find them in. So you're finding, like, item upgrade +1, really. So whenever Z4T0X gets over to wherever Kyle found the Power Glove, he will find the mitts there. That's how it'll work. And shields are the same way, armor upgrades will be the same way. Looks like Z4T0X checking the northern caves here, but not having any bombs to check the additional items. He just now got 50 rupees, so he's gonna go buy bombs here and probably make the trip back to those. While Kyle, since he stopped by Link's house first and got that fat 300 rupees, he's well on his way to cleaning this town in a much better amount of time. And yes, the boomerangs and the silver arrows are not progressive. You will find those separate from each other. That's because some people prefer the normal arrows to the silver arrows because of the less lag they cause, and it's almost the same for the boomerangs as well. They have slightly different properties that makes the other one more viable. Alright, Z4T0X making his way back towards the caves he missed, while Kyle's checking him his first round through. Well, it doesn't look like either of those are going to have much use. Just capacity upgrades. So yeah, if you're new here from the previous tournament, this is open mode. The difference in open mode is that Zelda kind of... The world is in like a pre-Zelda rescued state. Zelda's already at Sanctuary. You can automatically start from Sanctuary if you wish to. And you can go down into the Hyrule Castle escape sequence as normal and still like find items and stuff down there. You also do not start with a sword. So there will be 4 swords just randomly placed among the items in the world here. And they're going to be needing to find at least the Master Sword in order to finish the game. Yeah, this is either a very early in the day match or a very late in the day match for depending on where you are. There's actually 9 races scheduled today. It's going to be pretty crazy. Kyle's stocking up on a couple more bombs before leaving town here. He has the money to do it, though I think 5 would have gotten him a good amount of mileage. I'm not sure if he actually had to spend the money on that. And we're seeing the flippers here in the race game. They're definitely going to pick that up. The flippers required for a couple items, but absolutely required for Swamp Palace if it turns out to be a required dungeon. And seeing them so early may lead the players on towards those items that are unlocked by just the flippers, which would be the hobo under the bridge and Zora's Ledge item. And that whole area, they'll definitely I imagine they'll be checking that out fairly quickly after doing the basic runaround of Southern Hyrule. Looks like Z4T0X is going to be cashing in his power gloves immediately, jumping down the Sanctuary grave here. Check out the 3 items that are in the back of Escape. And nothing. Not even a small key, so he can't go down and check the single item in the dark area if he wanted to. Alright, so now Z4T0X will find his 300, while Kyle grabs his flippers. And I think they've basically converged right now. Oh no, Kyle's going to be checking out the grave first before heading down to the Southern Hyrule. And another 300 rupees in the dam. Alright, so whenever they make it up to Zora, they're definitely going to be rich enough to be able to buy his item, no question. So they don't have to worry about that at all, thankfully. I know in a couple races I've been up at the Zora area for just like running the rounds of items, and I have like 450 rupees, which is a lot, but it's not enough that you want to sit around there and farm for money. A full heart once the dam has been drained here. Early on, that's definitely not a bad thing to pick up, to go slightly out of your way to get. Even later, if it's a full heart just sitting right next to you, don't blame anyone for just going to go grab it. A piece of heart, maybe not, but a full heart, definitely. Alright, without a sword, they gotta show off some bomb strats here in the mini Moldorm Cave. Z4T0X actually not having too many bombs, but it should be enough to clear this. Oh yeah, no problem. Rewarded with the fire rod from the generous guy. And the mirror. Alright, so once they find access to Death Mountain, they can go right up to Hera and fully clear that. Z4T0X going to be swimming up to Ice Rod Cave up here before checking out the flipper items. I love seeing the bomb strats and the Moldorms here. They can just juke you and fly away to the opposite side at a moment's notice. Lots of nice items, but no sword or hammer. Yep. That's going to be the story of a good couple of seeds here in this tournament, I'm sure. I know there was one yesterday where they didn't have the fighter sword until like an hour in or so. But it doesn't seem like there was anything in Ice Rod Cave. Kyle's going to be taking a slightly different route here. He's going to be checking the island, which has a sword on it. So as soon as they have access to that part of Dark World with the mirror, they can go ahead and grab that. Alright, Z4T0X is going to be checking up the upper Zor here while Kyle checks out the hobo item first, but I'm sure he'll be hot on the heels there. The hobo also has a sword. Oh man. Alright, so having a sword actually unlocks items in open mode. Agadim 1, you can't get to him without a sword because you got some curtains to cut, and it's actually the same way in the back half of the Skull Woods dungeon as well. It's actually also required to use any of the medallions, like Bombos and Ether and Quake. You need to have a sword to be able to use those. The Master Sword gives them access to, well, defeating Ganon, but also the Bombos and Ether tablets. So swords are just as important progression item as anything else. Would he need hammer access first before getting to the island sword? Not necessarily. If they have the Titan's mitts, so they can actually enter the Dark World through Kakariko Town and then walk all the way down to the island from there if they want to. And yeah, shoutouts to our tracker. I believe our tracker today is Blast EG, so thank you to him for also being awake at this hour. Alright, Kyle's going to be grabbing his first sword here. Great. And then Z4T0X, they're pretty much just checking the same spots, just in like swapped order right now. They did find the Cane of Berna in there, which is a neat item I have to guess. If you're that, if you're feeling you need that extra protection, that is just great. I guess I should have mentioned the bee on the ledge there, because that is going to be like the real item. Okay, Z4T0X is heading up to Hyrule Castle here. He'll find his Titan's mitts, and then I'm sure that after doing this basic run around of the world here, that'll probably push both the runners towards the Dark World from Kakariko Town. They did find the Moon Pearl already, so that won't be any issue. Oh, with the sword in the hand, it looks like Z4T0X will be checking out the Hyrule Castle basement, the escape sequence. And it looks like Kyle's gonna be right on his heels. Oh, this is pretty funny. The swapping of routes has now converged. We're going downstairs. So yeah, in open mode, this is how the escape sequence is going to play out. There's no Zelda down in the jail cell, and you don't have to escape from the, you know, the basement after getting down there or anything. It's just, there's chests down here, you can grab items. It's kind of like just a mini dungeon that has items in it. But they do kind of need a weapon before coming down here because of these rooms with the guards that you need to defeat. And while they did have the fire rod, so they could have done this earlier, but, you know, just, you know, finding the bug net, that's going to be the real prize here. Now, both players do have one additional key. What this will do is unlock a room to get to the dark area of the escape sequence. Nice double 300 rupees. So having this key lets you get the single chest in the dark area of the escape. Looks like Z4T0X will be doing it dark because these rooms are not lit for you. You actually do need the lamp to be able to, for the item logic to require the item here. It says you need to have the lamp first. But Z4T0X doesn't care about that. He's going to go find the item, while Kyle's just going to leave and go straight over to Eastern Palace. He'll be able to get at least 5 items over here. 3 from Sashrala's hut, and 1 or 2, at least 2 from Eastern. Perhaps 3, but definitely 2. I think Z4T0X may have messed up a setup or something, because he mirrored out and he's trying again. Nothing much behind Sashrala, and he's opting not to go into Eastern now. I kind of agree with this, because when you have the Titan's Mitts, there's a lot more world open to you than a dungeon that you'll be guaranteed the double dip. Oh, Z4T0X finds the, with the fire rod, you can find these torches in here and light them. And that's not actually a bad idea. He's in the room with the chest. Let's see if we can see what it is. I think he got it, but I didn't see what the item was. Oh, I think it was a good number of rupees because I saw his tally going up. Yeah. Oh, there's our Dark World check. Oh no, I missed it! Okay, I think I saw Swamp Palace and Thieves Town as pendants. So everything else should be a crystal. Kyle is going to be making the play on Skull Woods here. I don't blame him for this. I like to do this as well. Skull Woods is a quick 2 items to check. There's only 2 items in Skullwood, but the majority of those item locations are available to you without the fire rod. And I guess they do have the fire rod, so they'll be able to actually get to the end of the dungeon. I don't know if they're going to do it based on their current survivability situation, but the option is definitely there. Meanwhile, Z4T0X is going up to Death Mountain without the lamp, so this will be a sequence break by game logic. But he may find himself some nice goodies up here that his opponent will not have access to, unless he also wants the sequence break up here. Oh, finds the bow! Oh man, alright. What an item to find. So that is one of the 2 items in Skull Woods. That's great. Looks like he will be continuing on here and trying to find the other one. Might even go straight for Mothula. I know they have a red potion, so if he's feeling brave enough, he can definitely do that. His decision not to go into Eastern Palace definitely paying off, so whenever he gets over to Eastern Palace, he'll definitely be able to clear it all in one single go. And Z4T0X will be cashing in that mirror, going straight up to Hera, it looks like. Alright, let's see what goodies Hera has today. It looks like they're going to be forced to do the basement. Well, better to be forced to do the basement than try to decide if you want to gamble on the basement, in my opinion. Alright, Kyle, you got 2.5 hearts. A green mail. Not half magic. I think a single red potion. You got a B. I suppose you have a B if you really want to use B strats. But This is gonna have to be one heck of a fight. And he knows it too. He's playing pretty safe here. Ooh, that really stings. Look at that. Oh my gosh. He doesn't have... Oh, he does have enough magic. Oh my gosh, that was scary. But that's so much less firepower he's gonna have for Mothula. Then we can see the bunny sprite for Dark... the Dark Girl. It's right there. It's just a little dark fairy. I hadn't seen that one before. Alright, so you got one shot of your Fire Rod and the Fighter Sword against Mothula. You got this, dude. I believe in you. Oh no. Oh, it's so... The Fighter Sword is so tiny. Oh, okay, he did land his Fire Rod shot. Nice. He's playing it very safe here, and I do not blame him at all. Oh, watch out. I just missed what Z4T0X picked up in Hera. I'm too invested in this fight right now. Uh-oh. Yeah, use that. You do not want to die. Oh my gosh. What a fight, dude. What is his reward? The burrito. Wonderful. Yo, that was scary as heck. I would not have done that. I am not good enough to do that, but man oh man, making it look easy. Alright, so did he find both items in Skull Woods? Oh, it was Samaria that was in that chest? Oh, baby. Okay, nice. Good find, though. Definitely need that cane of Samaria, since both Turtle Rock and Mire are crystal dungeons. 20 rupee and bow in Skull Woods. Okay, thank you. Alright, so yeah, he's completely cleared out Skull Woods. Won't have to come back here at all. And can feel a very large amount of pride for being able to take that boss out so easily. Hera didn't really pay off for Z4T0X. He didn't... I mean, he did find the cane to Samaria, but right now that doesn't actually unlock much for the players. Just a red rupee up on Bumper Ledge. Won't need to come back here once they find the cape. And he's leaving, I suppose? Okay. With the mirror, he can definitely check the Graveyard Ledge item, but he's gonna come down here where the chest density is much higher. Now, here is where they have to decide. They will both likely dip into Thieves' Town and grab the first 4 chests, but are they both going to commit to doing the rest of the dungeon? Now, this is a pretty hard situation to make, or a pretty hard decision to make, especially if you don't have the hammer. Oh gosh, Z4T0X finds the flute, and Kyle's right on his heels. They both get the flute at like the exact same moment, and with the mirror, they'll be able to cash that in immediately. Immediately being, well, you know, while they're here in town. Finding the single arrow in the Dark World chicken hut bomb shed thing. I don't know what I like to call that. Ooh, sword upgrade in Thieves' Town. Very nice. So they're not going to have to stand with that Master Sword for too long, because they know they're going to be able to take the Tempered Sword as soon as they loop around to that part of the world. I imagine Zatox. So just grabbing his bird there, and he'll be heading to Thieves Town right away, while Kyle will likely just mirror out. It looks like he will be clearing the dungeon, or at least going a little bit further. But if you're going to go a little bit further in this dungeon, you might as well go the rest of the way as well. Zatox is not dipping into Thieves Town. Oh, that's a little interesting. With the mirror, I don't think the first 4 chests in Thieves Town are too bad of a play. I mean, even with the mirror, it's not too long just to run out of there. Looks like he's going to be doing the digging game first. He might also be coming up and picking up the Frogsmith on the way back up. Unless he decides to continue on down to the lower part of Dark World. I don't think the item was anything there in Dig Game. I didn't see him stop to pick it up, or whatever it was. Yeah, he's ignoring the rest of Thieves Town. He's just going down towards the bottom of the world here. So he will not be getting the Tempered Sword down here. He will be finding the Master Sword here on the island instead. Just a 5 at Dig Game. Yeah, it didn't seem like it was anything good. Gotta be a little safer on these grasshopper guys. With the green mail, these things do 2 full hearts of damage. How do you know if a rupee is the item in the digging game? It actually plays the da-da-da-da-da-da sound effect whenever you dig it up. And there's also a very slightly different animation. And I don't think the rupee sparkles at all. That's how you know it's the item. They'll be able to definitely hear it, even though we didn't. Zatox, got tongue-tied for a second there. Hopping in the Hype Cave, which, in my experience, has been pretty questionable in this version of the game logic. But let's see what we have in store today. Just the Fire Shield, the Bloomerang, nothing, and the Hammer. All right. So that's great. Hype Cave, sufficiently hype enough. It was only 1 major item, but I guess that's good. So whenever if he eventually makes the play on Thieves Town, he will be able to full clear it, which Kyle is not going to be able to do here. He's heading down. Oh, okay, he can check out the mire area here. He can do all of desert. Well, he doesn't have the boot, so he might not be able to do all of the desert there. All right, crystals 5 and 6 were Mire and Turtle Rock. Oh gosh, those are some hefty dungeons to have as crystals 5 and 6. I'm not sure if the double-chested fairy is in our future. Cane of Birna making quick work of blind. Only finding bombs. The Master Sword was the only item here in Thieves Town, it seems. Unless there's something in the big chest, but I didn't see if he already found the map and compass or not. I think it might have been Bamos as the Mire medallion. It went by really quick. Oh no. Did Kyle activate his flute? I hope he didn't forget. Okay, looks like he remembered. So except Master Sword. Yep, Thieves Town didn't have anything in it except the Master Sword. And the blue pin, if that becomes relevant. Just a piece of heart on the desert ledge. You're gonna take my word on it for Bamos? Alright, hopefully Kyle will fly over there and we can get a second glance. Zatox actually checking out Agina's cave. Might as well. I mean, it's kind of... It's hard to want to spend the time to go to that item. because that is an item that is accessible from the very start of the game, so it's not likely at this point to be anything worthwhile, but, I mean, it's right there. If you're going to save and quit out, you might as well, I suppose. With his newfound hammer, it looks like he'll be heading towards the eastern half of Death Mountain here. There's going to be 8 items waiting for him over there, and with the Titan's Myths, he can actually check 2 in the Dark World as well. Looks like Kyle's going to be doing the blacksmiths first before heading down towards the southern area of the Dark World. So he'll be a little bit later on grabbing his hammer. Could check Spike Cave. Yeah, with the Cane of Birna, he will definitely be able to check that if he wishes. Nothing from the blacksmith, just some love for sure saving him. I don't know if this much magic and this amount of hearts is enough to do it. I would assume so. Alright, Kyle's just gonna do the whole purple chest run around down here. Gonna be a lot of warping in and out here. He's gonna have to check this cave and then head over towards the thief, and then he'll definitely go grab his hammer after that. Z4T0X finding the 7 chest cave. So this is a pretty popular spot for a progression item. He only has a single bomb. He's going to use it to activate the switch. Oh, he has boomerangs. So, yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't see if there was something on... Oh, there's the lamp! And the blue mail. It doesn't seem like it changed the sprite that much. And the purple chest today has just some cash. Dang. It's a pretty out of the way spot for the lamp. So what does that, by game logic, what does that give them access to? Obviously, it'll give them access to Eastern, the dark rooms in Pod, and I mean, they found the hammer, so there's not like they'll be doing Aghanim 1 or anything. Alright, Kyle's gonna be picking up his hammer right now, and we'll see if he walks over to grab his tempered sword. I don't know if Kyle forgot about the sword on the island there, or if maybe he didn't see it. I don't know if they took different enough routes to one of them didn't see it or not. Doesn't look like there's anything in the Super Bunny cave here, so he's just gonna save and quit out. He found his lamp. He probably should tell him where the game wants him to go right now. Nope, looks like Kyle is foregoing the sword as well. Alright, we'll get a second look at the bombmost, or the medallion here. Oh yeah, that was totally bombos. So with Myra Crystal, they will definitely have to find that. Hey, thanks, Gamer Cal. Alright, looks like Z4T0X is going into Thieves Town. Good. So he will find his Master Sword here and nothing else. Which is a shame because the Master Sword is so early. You gotta do all the rest of the dungeon just to find nothing. But looks like Kyle will be heading into desert now. I don't think we've seen desert quite yet. But in my experience, it's very likely to be locked by the boots. So a quick check on the torch item here will let us know that. It's a pendant anyway, so they may not feel pressured to clear it. Oh, but there's a small key on the thing there, so they're not going to be able to find both items. Did they check library? I believe they did, and there wasn't anything important on there. Oh, but there's bombos! Okay, well, they can go to Misery Mire now. And with the Cane of Samaria, they can actually clear it all. Well, between both runners, we have the Cane of Samaria. Kyle hasn't found it quite yet. Oh, Zatok's only checked the first 4 chests in Thieves Town and then is heading out. A gamble on his part, but that's actually exactly what he needed to do. I don't actually remember if there's an item in the big chest or not. Kyle did not have the hammer when he went there, but Zatox will not be finding out. Not right now, anyway. Oh, Kyle's headed towards Pod, it looks like. Oh no. Well, he does have the bow and the hammer, so as long as he can do dark rooms, he won't have any troubles here. Meanwhile, Zatox will be checking out Skull Woods here. He'll be finding his bow. And is in much better shape to fight the boss than Kyle was whenever he did it. So by game logic, I believe it wants Kyle to head up towards Death Mountain right now so he can find the lamp. And while doing that, he can also pick up the Cane of Samaria from Tower of Hera. But let's see if you can find anything interesting here in the Eastern Palace pod combo. The Dark Rooms in Eastern Palace aren't really a big deal at all, so I don't think he'll have too much trouble here. There is the bow for Zatox. I'm definitely happy to find that. Being able to find the bow before you head into Eastern for the first time is very nice because it's a pretty common dungeon to double dip because it's a pretty okay spot to check early on for items if you're still missing something that opens up the world. But coming here for the first time with the bow is absolutely great. Oh no, is that... Oh wait, that was on purpose. That was on purpose, right? I mean, he has the mirror, so maybe not, but... He's right here, so whatever. It's a health refill before the boss, no problem. Finding Quake in Eastern Palace. Not sure if that's going to be required or not. We didn't see the Turtle Rock medallion. I don't think Zatox checked it. If he did, I totally missed it. Oh yeah, he definitely went up from the bottom of Death Mountain, I think. So he would have had to gone further just to check the item up there. Or the medallion requirement. Oh, Zatox got grabbed. Well, that's fine. At least he got grabbed before he used his magic on lighting the torches. Oh my gosh, get out of the way, mummies. Ooh, there's enough time, right? Yeah, okay, good. Just arrows past the dark room in Eastern Palace. So yeah, it looks like he will be going towards the boss here. So he's got one more dark room, which is a little more tricky than the other one, but still not too bad. Oh, but of course he's got the fire rods. We can just light the torches there. To be honest, I did not even realize there were torches in those corners. That's good to know. Z4T0X, despite having a better sword for this fight than Kyle did, has significantly less health. I believe he still has that red potion, though. Oh yeah, he definitely does. There we go, knocked it down. So Z4T0X grabbing his second crystal while Kyle is heading into the Armos fight. It takes significantly more arrows without the silvers, but that's fine. He was trying to do the quick kill where the red one doesn't appear, but he kind of gave up on it after they spread out like that. I think Z4T0X might have the same idea that Kyle did. He might be doing the Eastern Pod combo right now. He's gonna have a much easier time with the lamp. Well, Pod's a very long dungeon if you're checking all the items in it. 5 items in Pod, so it's actually a pretty good spot to check for your next progression item. Oh, I didn't realize Z4T0X's bomb count. He only had 1 there. He's kind of forced to go back and grab that one because he's got a couple bomb walls to knock out in Pod. I think there's, what, at least 3 bombs required in order to get the items in Pod? More if you don't have the boots. Yeah, 1 more if you don't have a boot. So he's gonna need to find 3 more bombs. Oh, but he's checking Eastern first, so... much higher chance of going into the Pod prepared. Yeah, that's true. Pod has a lot of bombs and pots. I don't know why I was worried. Alright, Kyle, I believe, needs to get up to Death Mountain and do Hera. I think he can make a very large loop of items if he heads up there soon. I don't even think he's set foot on Death Mountain yet. He may be a little worried about going up there without the hook shot because there will be 3 items he won't be able to check. I guess 4 because he also doesn't have the boots. So he will definitely like to clear all that out in 1 trip. But I guess we'll see. He might even go, at this rate, he might even go like dip into Mire before he heads up there. Mire's a crystal, so I don't know if he'll actually do that. Z4T0X picks up his first medallion. Still not sure if it's required. Alright, Kyle's getting to the section here of Pod that has the most items in it. So we may be seeing a couple of rapid fire good items here. Oh, well, or not, because of the dark room. There's actually, I know about these lamps. There's 2 lamps on the top corners of this room, but it's a fairly simple room otherwise. What was that? I don't know what that was. Was it the big key? He has it now. He might have had it before, though. How many items Pod? Pod has 5 items in it. Okay, he didn't have the big key before, so yeah, that must have been the big key. And a slightly more difficult dark room in the maze here. Oh, 4 bombs. He's getting snagged on something. Oh, here he goes. Nope. Okay, now he's got it right. Nope. There we go. Okay, all that for a piece of art. Alright, he made it. That was silly. Was it all worth it? Nope, not at all. Alright, doesn't seem like there was anything worthwhile in Pod, unless Helmosaur has something. Oh, wait, yeah, there's still the big key chest. Okay. Never mind, there's gonna be something in here. Ah, just 300, dang. And he will be going to Helmosaur. If he's gonna navigate the dark room in Pod, I'm sure he's feeling comfortable enough to navigate the dark room in the lower section of the dungeon as well. Helmosaur will have an item, so this will still be kind of a sequence break for him, but Z4T0X is pretty on sequence right now, I believe. Oh no, without the cane of Samara, he's gotta push this stupid statue. Surely he'll go up to Death Mountain after this, right? Oh yeah, the turtle room does have torches in, that's right. That'll be the most difficult of the dark rooms down here. But there are torches in it that he'll be able to light with the fire rod. And yeah, I think the hammer, the bomb jump would be a little better to use in a situation like that, but they don't have the big key quite yet. It's on the downstairs section in the dark. Oh, he got hit. His position might be a little messed up here. Is he gonna find the torch? Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. That was the previous room he was in. Yeah, easy enough. No problem. You better go, dude. Uh-oh. I don't think he has any safety potions right now, so he's gonna have to be a little careful here. If fireballs start coming out, yeah, he knows he's gonna have to play safe. What's the smallest list of items to be in go mode? Oh gosh, I'd have to calculate that based on the dungeons. But there's definitely a list of items that have to be committed. Helmasaur giving a very nice RNG, just stopping right in front of him and eating up all those arrows. All for the red rupee. But with that crystal, won't have to come back here later. Alright, now is he gonna be nuts and fly over to Mire, or is he gonna be safe and fly up to Death Mountain? He's going to be safer and fly to the potion shop. Yeah, that was a little too close call for him, I guess. Alright, Death Mountain. I believe this is his first time up on Death Mountain, so he's got the vast majority of everything open to him up here. The only thing he won't have access to is Hookshot Cave. And he will not be finding access to Hookshot Cave up here. However, he will be finding his lamp and the Cane of Samaria in Hera. Why do these links look so weird? So, in the tournament here, they're allowing the players to use alternate sprites for Link. I think there's like 30 different sprites you can choose for Link, but I think these guys are... they kind of agreed to use the Dark Link and the Dark Girl. And a more significant change you might notice is that all the items are randomized in random locations. So they will need to run around the world, find what's required to defeat Ganon. Right, Z4T0X grabs his third crystal, and they are tight on crystals now. Wait, is that right? Yeah, okay, that's right. Kyle's going to be grabbing his fourth up here, while Z4T0X now is 4. Yeah, okay. Got it. I'm paying attention, I promise. Think Aghanim is going to be required? No, it doesn't seem like Aghanim 1 is going to be required at all. There is not anything on the Lumberjack Ledge, and they already have access to that part of the Dark World. Is every item randomized, or those ones only? Right. If you're playing standard mode of Randomizer, you're guaranteed to get a sword from the uncle as you're doing the escape sequence that takes place, at the very start of the game. But we're playing an open mode, which means that Zelda is kind of pre-rescued. The uncle is not guaranteed to have a sword, and you can start in Sanctuary, and yeah, you do not start with a sword in that. So in open mode here, it is pretty much every single item that is randomized. I say pretty much, but it is, isn't it? There's nothing really static. And yeah, the items are situated in a way that they're... not only is it completable, but all the items are actually 100% obtainable. Save for maybe a small key or so that you would spend a small key to get, so it doesn't really matter. But other than that, there are 100% of items available to you in every seed. So the players here are going to be finding the minimum amount of items needed to clear the crystal dungeons, take all those crystals to Ganon's tower, defeat Aghanim 2, and then defeat Ganon. Alright, there's Kyle's Cane of Samaria. He will now have full access to Misery Mire. Well, he doesn't have the lamp yet. I don't know how comfortable he feels with Dark Misery Mire, but if he continues on the mountain up here, he will definitely find his lamp over in the 7 cave. Catfish not having anything for Z4T0X. Yep, there's no setup that can't be beaten. If you find one, let us know, because that would be a bug. But I think the constraints on the items are pretty good. Going for Master Sword spins on Moldorm, and just taking a easy last hit. I don't blame him there. Alright, Z4T0X checking up the north kind of graveyard run around up here. Kyle, I believe, checked the Bumper Cave ledge, but he did not check the graveyard ledge, which he could have checked because he had the mirror at the time. So we'll see if Z4T0X gets a kind of a lead for checking that one. You guess it's just luck? You could say it's like luck in finding items, but there is like a logical progression of items. So say you find the book early. Well, then it's pretty likely there's going to be something in Desert Palace, right? Because now you have access to Desert Palace. And then you go to Desert Palace and say, oh, the flute is here. Well, now I have access to Death Mountain, so there's probably something up on the Spectacle Rock Cave. Just as an example. Oh, it's just a full heart in the graveyard ledge, so Kyle didn't miss out on anything. And of course, that logic isn't always sound. If you get the book right away and you go to Desert Palace, it's, you know, not necessarily guaranteed you're going to find the next item there. Oh, it was Sankard? Oh, baby. He missed out on love. That's true. Z4T0X is now sufficiently more loved than Kyle right now. That's such a mean thing to say. I'm sorry. Yeah, the items are definitely in a logic like that. So one will lead to another and all that jazz. But that isn't to say you can't go somewhere random and find something amazing. Like, if you take the trip all the way to the Catfish at the northeastern part of Dark World, and he has something like, I don't know, the hammer or the hook shot, that can access a lot more of the world to you than you otherwise would have had. Maybe the hookshot isn't the best example, but the hammer definitely is. Let's say like the Titan Spits or something. I mean, statistically, that's a low percentage chance because it's just a single item off in the middle of nowhere, but that's the kind of gamble that can give you the edge you need to win. Okay, Z4T0X is dipping into Swamp Palace without the hookshot. He's not going to be able to finish this dungeon unless he finds the hookshot inside of it. It's also a pendant, so it's not necessarily required to finish anyway. Oh, looks like we will be getting a Turtle Rock check. So the medallion they need for Turtle Rock is Quake. So they both already have Quake, so that's not going to be an issue. Oh, Kyle's dipping in. He's going to Turtle Rock. Now, he does not have the Ice Rod, so he will not be able to complete this dungeon unless the Ice Rod is in here. So this is a pretty big gamble to take. Yeah, I don't particularly blame him for this. In my recent experience, Turtle Rock actually has been pretty lucrative in required items without needing to finish the dungeon. Yeah, if T-Rock has something, I would say Kyle's pulling ahead on this one. But I think Pendant Swamp Palace without the hookshot is almost an equally risky play. But Turtle Rock is so far out of the way that Zatox may not want to go up there for a very long time. Especially without the Ice Rod. Even better if it has something and Ice Rod. Oh man, Turtle Rock can have everything. The boots could be here too. Without the hookshot, Kyle has to go all the way around this little fire puzzle here. Boots on pedestal. Desert Palace is a pendant dungeon and has a key on the torch, so the boots will not be on the pedestal, unfortunately. However, the Ice Rod sure can. Picking up the mushroom and Turtle Rock. Is that going to be a required fetch quest? Maybe it's the Ice Rod. We can only hope. The blue mail, these chain chomps do 3 full hearts of damage. You do not want to get eaten by them. How many items are in Turtle Rock? I want to say it's 5. That might be wrong, but I believe it's 5. Okay, 5 in T-Rock. Good. I don't look like a dummy. Oh yes, +1 for Mimic Cave. That's definitely worth mentioning as well. Alright, Zatox, is this gonna be... is this gonna be the game changer? I guess I could say the same thing about Kyle. Uh-oh. Anything good in Swamp so far? Absolutely not. Without the hook shot, he's got to take this little long route again. Just to check this last item. What's it gonna be? Did you make the gamble of the century? Oh, no, you didn't! Oh, no! He's out of here. So where do you go now? To go to Ice Palace? I believe that's what he's gonna be doing. Maybe he's gonna be picking up his sword on over here. Oh, right. This tempered sword has been here the entire time. I could have grabbed it at any time. He is gonna grab it, looks like. Oh yeah, for sure. He remembered now. Both players could have definitely picked this up after Hype Cave, which was quite a while ago, if you remember when they got the hammer. Yeah, he can fully clear Ice Palace, though maybe the lack of hookshot scared him away from it. I don't know. The lack of hookshot kind of scares me away from Swamp as well. Yeah, they both made pretty hefty gambles. So far, neither of them paying off. Well, without seeing what the mushroom is, I suppose. Ice Palace is always the play. Oh man, did you see that race yesterday where with the hammer in the Ice Palace big chest? I can't believe that, dude. That's crazy. Curious why Kyle didn't go Meyer. He did not have the Cane of Samaria at the time. He found it in Hera. And he still had a lot of extra chests to check on Death Mountain. So that's probably why he didn't go right there. Oh no! Not only getting shot off, taking the fall damage, and getting shot a second time. This room is pretty brutal if you fall. Because you're going to be taking... That was like 5 hearts of damage for doing that. Half magic, always welcome to see. Oh, a tempered sword. Okay. So there's our final sword. And nothing! Oh no, there was nothing here. He's gonna go cash in that mushroom right now. He has to. That's his last hope. Of him not feeling the waste of time. T-Rock might not have been a bust. We're about to find out. But it's looking pretty grim. Alright, this is it. It's nothing! Oh no! He grabs it anyway, just out of spite. Man, oh man. Looks like he is going to Ice Palace as well, so he'll be hot on the heels of Zatox here. All Zatox finds the big key. It's alright, we still got 2 more chests over here. Ether. Oh, we know that isn't anything. We know Hookshot has to be in ice. Well, we know it can't be in the mire, because they wouldn't be able to get in the mire otherwise. Where else could they have checked? We're definitely running out of spots fairly quickly here. Oh, there it is! So yeah, Ice Palace was absolutely the correct play. Where was Bombos? I don't remember! Kyle found it pretty quickly, but I don't remember exactly where it was. Bombos was in Desert. Oh yeah, it was in Desert Palace. It was the center chest at the very top of Desert Palace, the only one that you can check without the boots. So now they have mire access. And access to Hookshot Cave. They want to go all the way up there. Yep. We're still on the hunt for the ice rod. We're still on the hunt for the boots. Well, we don't necessarily need the boots, I suppose, do we? Yeah, they're only blocking Pendant Desert right now, so it's entirely possible that, we'll see boots over in GT or something. Ice Rod on pedestal, it can absolutely happen. I had a seed not long ago where I had to blind pull the Ice Rod from the pedestal, so it's, you know, definitely possible. Cold Stare dropped the shovel. Great. He drops his delayed disappointment. It's what it's gonna be. Not too delayed though, because he's probably headed there right now. Nope, he's going to Mire. Or no, he's going to Desert because he knows he does not have Mire access right now. But he will very shortly have Mire access. What is needed to pull the pedestal? Just the 3 pendants. If you have the book, you can check what's on it, but the logic does not require that. So it's entirely possible for the book to be on the pedestal, or the book to be locked behind whatever's on the pedestal. Where was Ether? Ether was an Ice Palace, but it is not required for anything. Quake was for Turtle Rock, and Bamos, which that attack's picking up right now, is required for a Mire. He's going to be really happy to see that. It's a very good, it's a very timely find. Oh hey, how convenient. If the book is on... Yes, that is what the pedestal reads. This is a paradox. Of course, why would you go back and read it after picking up the book? Alright, Misery Mire, here we go. Only 2 items here. So we're gonna hope the Ice Rod's here, and if it's not the Ice Rod, it's pretty likely to be the boots here, or I guess they can be in Hookshot Cave as well. We know one of those items is in one of these locations. Cold Stare only had the shovel, and wait, did he cash in the shovel? I don't think he cashed in the shovel quite yet. Oh no, I definitely would have checked the shovel location. If it's the Ice Rod there, you could totally just go mode Mire. Provided that the big key is not on... the Ganon's Tower big key is not on the torch. If it's on the torch, we're still going to be hunting for the boots. You think they'd check the rest of GT for the... Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. If you're in GT and it has, what, 20-something items in it, you'd absolutely look for the boots in Ganon's Tower before leaving the check elsewhere. Finds the cape. That's not going to be of any use. Might use it for a couple safeties, but we already know the Bumper Cave item is not needed. Kyle is coming into Misery Mire. Very nice. What is the mythical second item of Misery Mire? First, this long cutscene. This Wizard's gonna blast him as soon as this cutscene ends. Watch. And he's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, nice dodge. Okay. Is it here? Is this it? It's the map. If Ice Rod... Oh yeah, I forgot about Swamp Palace. They have access to the later half of Swamp now, don't they? Yeah, I don't think anything particular in the seat has been awful. It just seems like a pretty standard seed to me. Alright, 2 more chests than the boss and Meyer. What do we got? Oh, this arrow upgrade. Alright, it's not here. Oh no, it's not here. So, Hookshot Cave and Swamp Palace. Yeah, finding myths early makes early game kind of weird. Because suddenly you have Dark World access right off the bat and like nothing else. 3 Hearts Thieves Town? Without a weapon? Let's do it. The ice pedestal. Yeah, the dream is still real. You either do Spike Cave. No, they have not checked Spike Cave quite yet. Kyle has half magic, so it would definitely be... I mean, they both have the cane, so it's not really a big deal. I don't think the half magic really should factor into that at all. Oh, problems. That is true. Oh no, I hope he doesn't do that. I mean, unless he finds the ice rod, then that's obviously very nice for him. Yeah, he can check Hookshot Cave while he's there too. Oh, baby. That's probably a pretty good play. I'm curious. Ah, there's a use for the cape. Spin strats on Vitreous Eyes. This is very nice. Makes quick work of all these. Yeah, the problem with Hookshot Cave is that it's pretty far away. 4 items is nice and all, but that's so far away. Either way, that is the 6th crystal for Z4T0X, and then Kyle won't be too far behind him right now. So all we're looking for is the ice rod to finish Turtle Rock, which Kyle has already done most of, but go moding Turtle Rock is not too much shorter than doing a full clear. Okay, he's gonna go catch in a shovel now. Good. No, it's nothing. Okay, so what do you do, Z4T0X? This is a big decision. Do you go to Swamp or do you go up to Death Mountain? He's going up to Death Mountain. There's more items for him to check up here. I definitely do not blame him for this play. But if the ice rod happens to be in the later part of Swamp, I don't think this is going to do it for him. Yeah, Crystals 5 and 6 were Misery Mire and Turtle Rock, so the ice rod cannot be in the large fairy cave. He's checking out Spike Cave first, that's good. Alright, is this it? It's not it. Man, oh man. Where, oh where could my ice rod be? It's making a play on Hookshot Cave and Turtle Rock as to where it will be. I mean, that's a lot of items to check. That's what, 9 items? Unless Trinex has one, I suppose. I don't even remember. It's a potential 9 item locations to check for the ice rod. And what is Kyle going to do? Looks like he's also heading up. Puts in a hookshot ice rod in desert. You never know. So the question, if Boots happened to be in Hookshot Cave, what does Z4T0X do? Does he go back to desert or does he continue on to Turtle Rock? Because Kyle's already done Turtle Rock. He knows it's not there. Kyle did not check Spike Cave. He's going straight to Hookshot Cave. They have not checked the large chested fairy because the second crystal for that is Turtle Rock. So we know the ice rod will not be in that. Alright, here we go. Hookshot Cave. Is this it? There's the red mail. Okay. It's neat and all. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. There's a piece of heart. The ice rod is in Hookshot Cave! Okay, so Z4T0X has entered Go mode. Kyle will be following very shortly after him. Kyle already has all of Turtle Rock completed, except the boss. Z4T0X does not. So he's definitely going to gain back time here. The likelihood of Go mode is very, very high. The only thing that could throw a wrench into their plans is if the big key is on the torch of Ganon's tower. But as it stands right now, we're looking pretty good. Yeah, just the animation of opening Turtle Rock. Kyle's pretty much already caught up to him, and he doesn't have to do all of this dungeon. So Kyle's definitely going to be pulling ahead right here. Desert Palace does require boots, yes. So the boots cannot be on the pedestal. We are in like 99% go mode right now. Yeah, the dip into Desert Palace was required. All they could find there was one item before getting boot locked, but it was Bombos, which was needed to get into Mire. Where's the hookshot? Hookshot was in Ice Palace, in the room with the small spike strip down at the bottom. That is where it was. So Kyle's gonna have a pretty healthy lead right here. But depending on Ganon's tower gambles, I suppose it could shorten up. Yeah, I agree. It is very likely that the boots will be in Ganon's tower, even if they do need them, so it's probably not bad at all. The worst thing would be if they're in, like, the second part of Swamp Palace, which I don't know where else they could be, if not in Ganon's tower. Am I in the tourney as well? Yes, I am. I have my first match today, or tomorrow, depending on your time zone. No, it's probably today. It's one of the 9 matches we have today. It's a good day for Zelda for sure. Unfortunately, the boots cannot be on pedestal, sorry. The ice rod was our last chance. The boots could be in the ferry. Yes, the boots can be in the large chested ferry. Because they are just about to grab Crystal 6. Showing the power of the Tempered Sword. 2 quick spin attacks and 1 slash, all it takes. Maybe Triax is the boots, right? No, it's the map. I haven't been counting items. Zathak's gonna be getting butter. Oh gosh, we saw all four swords, but oh, you're asking right? There was one on the laser bridge, wasn't there? I believe it was. He might. Maybe he thinks that it will be a fast enough check for the boots, but that's a really, I don't know. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's almost gonna fall. Nope, he is ignoring the laser bridge. He believes in his heart that the boots will not be required. He will be missing out on the butter sword, but I don't think that's any big deal. All right, Ganon's Tower, big torch or big key. Can you tell? I really hope it's on the torch. Where's it gonna be? That's 2. With a small key, it looks like Kyle is going to be checking the right side first. Yeah, they are not far apart at all. Despite Zatak's needing to check most of the dungeon and like to complete the puzzles and open up key doors and stuff, he's keeping pace pretty well. Alright, chest 3 through whatever. No. Nope. It's not near 6. Half magic might make a difference. I can't imagine it will. I think both these players have blue potions anyway. Alright, torch is gonna be lucky number 7. Is the dream alive? No! Dang, can you imagine? I think it would have been fine. They would have found the boots here anyway. They'll probably still find it. And yes, Bob lives. Nice room of keys. 5 small keys is a lot. Holy cow. Zatox is checking the torch right away. Sigh of relief right there, I'm sure. I lost count of chests already. Key was in tile room. Oh gosh. That's not something you want to see. Unless you're spectating, then that's something that you want to laugh at. I love the blue boomerang strats. Very nice. Alright, enter the random room. What do we got? The big key! And the boost right next to it! Wait, he skipped the firebar room? Oh no. I mean, it's gonna pay off, but what the heck? Alright, Z4T0X, are you gonna grab the boots too? What order are you gonna do these chests in? Okay, he's got them. Very nice. Oh no, that could be silver arrows, dude. So the only thing they could possibly want is the silver arrows, which still don't know where they are. But I don't think at this point it's worth checking chests for. Maybe the Molder Arm 2 chest, I don't know. Well, they may check that one anyway. Yeah, those were some big gambles he did, and they absolutely paid off. This is still a pretty close race. Oh, the Twitch sound glitch, that little chirp, I've totally heard that sometimes. And it's crazy. Rip headphones users. Though me sitting here on the commentary stream, I don't hear it at all. Two quick fire rod shots for each of these landmolls. Yeah, see you later, dudes. You got a blue potion, dude. You'll be fine. Just go, go, go. Oh yeah, this is close enough to where any sort of small mistake on Ganon or Molder Arm 2 can totally shift how this is going. Man, do you think either of these guys is going to check these last 4 chests for silver arrows? I don't particularly... Oh, he is, though! Oh, man. If they're not here, this totally gives Z4T0X a little more time to catch up. I mean, it's not much time, but with how close this race is, every second is going to matter. Is he going to check this one, too? Yeah, he sure is. Spin the slash, that's all it's going to take. There we go. Alright, what's it going to be? Are the silvers in the so-called validation chest? They are not. As expected, it was nothing. So where could the silvers possibly be? They must be in, like, Swamp then, right? Or the other item in Desert Palace. Alright, barring any major mistakes, Kyle should be clear, but who knows? The smallest thing. Nice triple. Very, very clean fight. 2-1 or 2-3-1 for those keeping score at home. Oh yeah, of course they could be behind the boots as well, couldn't they? Two for Z4T0X. This is the good pattern. Also gets a triple. It looks like we're gonna have mirror Ganon 2 fights. Yep, sure did. And he still has that blue potion handy, so I don't think he's gonna be in any danger here. And with half magic, I mean, it should be a cakewalk. Alright, Z4T0X jumping into Ganon. This is neck and neck, dude. This is crazy. Both silverless, so we're going to be seeing some silverless Ganon here. More like a cape walk. Oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? Thanks, Chad. I'm glad you was there for me. Did you find the silver arrows in my tower? They were later in Ganon's tower. Oh. I mean, if you have like a severe weakness to silver like Ganon does, it would make sense to lock it away in your own tower so you could always keep an eye on it. So I guess I don't blame him. Don't give it to that Argus eye dude or those stupid worms in the desert. Just keep it in the big chest. How many tempered spins for Ganon? Oh gosh, I should know this. You'd think I would know this. It's at least 12. I think it might be 12. Yeah, it's 12. And that's it. Kyle's gonna take it. GG, that was a very close race. Kyle LPN finishes in first place with a time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 15 seconds. Oh man. That was really close. Z4T0X is finished with 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 39 seconds. That's crazy. Oh man. Now let me see if I can drag these guys in here. Unless we have to go. I haven't actually looked at the schedule at all. If there's anything on this channel like immediately after this. Just a moment. Oh, what am I talking about? It's like 6 a.m. No, there's nothing immediately after this. Although there is another randomizer going on at Speed Gaming 2 right now, it looks like. But let me see if I can pull these guys in here. Oh, did the other match get delayed or something? Alright, it looks like Z4T0X actually needs to head out, and Kyle doesn't have a microphone. So it looks like we won't be doing any sort of interview on voice here. Maybe Kyle will jump in the chat here and you guys can ask him stuff if you want to. Yeah, Z4T0X was saying that the swamp gamble killed him, but Kyle made an equal gamble on Turtle Rock without Ice Palace at like the same time. It was really close. Hi. Hey, Kyle. We got you in chat. That was a really close race, dude. You guys were doing like... You both were doing things opposite of each other, and then you'd swap and go back, like back and forth so much. Yeah, there wasn't anything particularly like wrong with your guys' play at all. Like there wasn't one item that eluded you for so long. You both could have gotten the tempered sword like as soon as you found the hammer, but neither of you did. I thought that was pretty funny. Give me just a moment to check out the schedules. I think the other match might have gotten moved, unless it's on right now. Oh, yeah, okay, it's about 42 minutes in. Over on Speed Gaming 2 is Drunken Draconian versus Yagamoth. So I think everyone should head over there, give them a cheer and all that stuff. And I think that about wraps it up here. So thank you all for watching this late night edition, or afternoon edition, you know, wherever you are, of the Open Randomizer Tournament. This is the first of 9 races happening today. So this week there's going to be a lot. Don't worry. There's like 30 or 40 even scheduled already for this week. So definitely stay tuned for Speed Gaming 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't know how many there are, but there's a lot. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a good day.